Let's start with a question. What do you think of as clean air? Is it this wonderful, fresh country air? Or the ozone fresh air we breathe in by the seaside? Is it the air in a newly cleaned kitchen? Or maybe air in a hospital is really clean? No, none of the above. A micron measures 1/1000th of a millimetre or 1/39 of an inch. This is quite small, and if you're trying to visualize just how small, think of a single human hair, which averages 100 microns in diameter. In an empty clean room, this works beautifully. But when it has to accommodate equipment and people, then care has to be taken, usually described as its class, which specifies how clean it must be. Clean in this sense is measured by the number of particles of specific sizes that are permitted in each filtered and will be laden with particulate matter. The working principles of a self-contained clean air bench or cabinet are essentially quite simple. A fan draws room air into the unit via a pre-filter which removes the larger airborne particles. The air then passes into a plenum chamber. With either type of workstation, there is some risk of introducing contaminated air by means of exterior turbulence. This turbulence may be caused by rapid movements close to the cabinet or large air movements in the room. The operator, and combine the use of clean air with negative pressure and an exhaust system that makes them safe for the handling of toxic material. Shown here by our remarkable Schlieren photography. Under normal, everyday circumstances, it's the air of the human microenvironment which picks up and carries skin flakes to be dispersed by downward-flowing unidirectional clean air. This meets the upward-flowing air current created by the human microenvironment, but when a person is standing still, the two forces are dominated by the downward air. We mean keep your hair neatly trimmed and under control. Trim and clean fingernails are good. Obviously, keeping those skin flakes under control is necessary, so bathing or showering regularly is essential. Whether earrings, watches, or finger rings, particularly with large stones, which also damage gloves. There are obvious contaminants that are no-nos in the clean room, such as eating, chewing gum, drinking, and being worked on must only be exposed to new air. That's the air which leaves the HEPA filters and reaches the workpiece without touching anything else. The first step, therefore, is to ensure that the operator doesn't contaminate the product, so dress correctly. A clean air environment, whether clean room or self-contained bench or cabinet, should run continuously. The logical quality of the air must be checked during operation by use of the appropriate test equipment, and, where required, microbiological assessment of surfaces should also be made during routine operations. Each clean air area should be subject to a regular documented program of pre-filter, HEPA filter, and surface examination. For example, regular checks should be made to ensure the integrity of, say, clean air benches, and that seals are intact by challenging